Hey friends, so you ever have one of those days where you wake up, you walk to your house, and you just look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, how did this happen? Well, that's me today. I'm just like, how on earth did this house get in this shape? It is just like chaos in here. And so I'm just, see, I'm trying to get some light on me here, but I'm just like, trying to pull my act together. And I'm sorry if I'm bouncing. I'm trying to hold this steady. I'm just like trying to pull my act together and get this house cleaned up. We've been so swamped with dealing with the snow and being outside and trying to drag the hill and trying to make sure that my mom has wood. It's like one day you don't do the normal things around the house. And there's 4 of us that lives in this house and we're adults. And it just like, it spirals. It's like, can we not just pretend that we're at somebody else's house and keep it clean, you know? But anyway, I'm trying to get it done today. So if you want to jump on up and body double with me, we can try to do some laundry together. Okay, let's get to it. I'm just picking up a few pieces of laundry and heading in here to the laundry room just to get a few things started. It's actually not a room, it's just like a little nook in the hallway. But anyway, I have to get some of this laundry going and get some of this stuff folded, because this is like the one thing that really needs done today is the laundry. I have to deal with this laundry today. And it's not just Michael and the boys, it's me too. And a lot of it's because of the snow. It contributes. It really contributes to the mess, because these have to be washed. Your sweaty head you have to wash these or they start to stink. Your gloves have to be washed if they're covered in muck, you know. Then you've got towels everywhere and wet stinky socks and layers of clothes, and it's just laundry in the washer, laundry in the dryer. I have 2 hampers full. I've got some sorted on the floor, and then back here at the back, those clothes on the cedar chest are clean. I've got to get those folded and put away. I mean, like I said, it is crazy. And this is just from like 2 days. We don't really have a laundry room. We have a laundry nook in the hall. And so I'm just going to maybe talk to y'all a little bit while I take care of some of this laundry. First of all, I have to get this situated. Eyeglass cleaner does not even belong here. And I know the guilty party of who left this here is my youngest son, because he's the one who is addicted to cleaning his lenses constantly. I'll put that up in a minute. And we have a system for towels. If it would ever get, if people would ever like stick to it. Every person in the house has like 3 towels each, and I usually would like to ideally wash towels 2 to 3 times a week. So if they take a shower, they could easily hang their towel up, let it dry, and reuse it for a second shower, and make it a week with 3 towels. But sometimes they're too, I don't want to say lazy, but they're lazy and won't hang it up, and then it ends up that they try to use everybody else's towels. We have them separated by color. Like mine are black, Michael's are tan, Dalton's are gray, and Bailey's are like a bluish color. So we have them separated out. And if they would just do what I ask them, it would be a lot easier, but it doesn't quite always work out that way. And like I said, we're trying to do the low buy year. So normally I use fabric softener in the laundry, but I haven't been because I'm out. But I still have some dryer sheets, and I'm using the Downy Calm because I really like the smell of that. But it's quite expensive. So next time I may have to look for a store brand that smells similar because I'm trying to save some money. Even though it smells good, it's quite expensive. And I'm not buying the fabric softener that goes in the washer. And I ran out of laundry detergent, and so I have been using these sheets that I had from forever ago. These are like Earth Breeze Laundry Eco Sheets. And it says you can use half a sheet in a medium load and 1 sheet in a large and 2 sheets in a heavy soiled load. I don't know about that, so I've been like doubling the amount, because like we live in the boondocks, in the backwoods. We have a messy life. We raise goats. We're riding 4-wheelers. We're in the mud. We're in the Arctic tundra right now. I mean, if we just stayed in the house all the time, sure. If we just worked, in offices and just stayed in the house, then that might that might work. But for our needs, I've been using double that. So I have a couple packets of those that I've been using. I'm going to use all those up before I buy any more. And they look like this. They're just like a sheet. Ow! I hit my hand. They're just like a little sheet. And you just throw them in your washer. And they dissolve and turn into laundry detergent. It's so neat. But one thing I learned is you need to put them in before you put your clothes in, because if not, they'll lay on top of the clothes and the water won't hit them and they won't dissolve good. So you need to put it under so that they definitely get wet. That's one thing I did learn. And it says they're biodegradable. Well, duh, because they just turn into laundry detergent. It says they dissolve easily and completely, and that's true as long as you put them underneath your laundry. So if I'm just washing like church clothes, and see they come in a big stack. If I'm just I can't even talk today, washing church clothes or something, then I'll use less sheets. But if it's like our clothes that we have been out in the mud in, I'm definitely going to use more. And I have these separated out into who the clothes are, because usually how dirty they are is based on whose clothes they are. And these are Michael's work clothes and a few of my clothes. So, and I don't really separate white from darks because we have very few whites to begin with. Most of our clothes are darker clothes. First of all, because we don't really like to wear white clothes. And second of all, because the water that we have here in this house is not city water. And if you use white clothes, it'll give them like a tint of like a brownish color. And so I don't want to have to use like iron out or a lot of Clorox or anything like that to destroy our clothes quicker than normal. So we mainly use clothes that have some sort of color to them. So I don't have a lot of white items in this house. Hopefully you can hear me over this washer and dryer running. I guess we'll live and learn. And if this video is awful, next time I'll do it differently. I don't know. And I know there's not much light because this hallway is just like a dungeon. But I got a Lysol wipe, and I'm going to wipe off the top of this dryer because we have a cat And then this dryer just tends to collect lint, and the cat jumps up here and tries to lay on top of it when the dryer's warm and there ain't anything up here. She likes to hop up here and have her little lay down and warm up or something. I don't know. But now if there's clothes up here, she knows better. She usually won't get up here on the clothes. I don't know, can you see? Right here. I'm trying to get it in focus, but I love it. If I'm watching a cleaning video, I want to see the dirt. So I thought I'd show y'all my dirt. Don't know what I just hit on my dryer. Changed some setting, but who knows what it was. Maybe I should change the angle and show you guys this is a different angle. Maybe that would be less boring for you. I don't know. I'm new to this. I'm new to this, guys. I don't know how on this tripod like this. I'm trying not to make you drunk. But anyway, I am trying to show you the dirt. And these are the products that I use. I do use Shout pretty often. I have a refill up on top up here in one of these baskets. I have a basket labeled stains, and I have a refill that I fill this back up with. I use Shout. And then one thing I really like, I was kind of like questioning, is it worth the money for these? And it actually works. This Downy Wrinkle Releaser, you pretty much, and it has just a light fresh scent because I have like severe issues with smells. So if it has a strong smell, it's a no-go for me. But it says odor eliminator, fabric refresher, static remover, and ironing aid. But anyway, you can just spray this on anything that has a lot of wrinkles and then just give it a shake, run your hand down it, and it just takes the wrinkles away. It's so neat. And I'm just gonna lay this here until I go in the bathroom because I don't have a trash can in there. So I'm gonna fold some clothes and things, and I'm just going to talk to you guys, I guess. I don't know what about everything. This is a sheet that I usually put on the back of the couch, but the dog had went out and somebody let her in and didn't make sure that she got on the towel that when she comes through the door and get her feet cleaned off, and she ran straight and jumped on the couch and got it muddy. So I had to wash that. So I'm not folding it perfectly because it's going to go in the living room and go right back over the couch. You can see the old chair. We've had that set like 10 years, the red checkered set. And that chair is actually going to go to the dump as soon as we can get to the dump. I actually got a vintage swan neck arm chair. I'll show it to you sometime. And this is a gown of mine, and it is still damp and it smells funky, and I don't know why. Why is it damp and everything else is dry? And why does it smell funky? I don't know, but it's getting rewashed. Who knows with this bunch? They probably laid a wet towel on top of it when they got out of the shower because this basket was heaped full. And y'all seen me wear this sweater a few times. My sister actually gave this to me, and it is a Chosen sweater from the show The Chosen. I'm sure that's backwards for you. Sweatshirt, hoodie, whatever. And it says, "Not what we were," on the front. Like, you have to be careful with the sizing. Sometimes from like Temu and places like that, let's see, it was made in India. Well, but anyway, the sizing is off on it because it says it's a 5X, and I usually wear a 3X, and this is a 5X, and it is super snug in certain places, and then other places was gigantic. Like the arms, they are huge, and they were so long, they stuck out like this far out the ends of my hands, and I took the scissors and cut the ends of the arms off and made them a lot shorter, and I just rolled it up so I could wear the arms, because look how wide the arms are. At the wrist, it was this wide, and it was like this much longer. So weird. It was like ape arms. And then at the neck, you couldn't even get your head through it. So I just cut the little things right there so you could get your head through. And then on this, the stomach part is loose, but the hem, the way it was made, was like super tight. The hem was tight, but the stomach was loose. So I just split it a little bit at the hem to make it fit right. And so I've worn it. It's super soft and I love it, but it was just very weirdly made. And so I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna wear it now that I have altered it. But yeah. Sometimes I'll get like a 4X if I want something to be super oversized. But this was a 5. Sorry. It's laying that in the bedroom. This was a 5X, so it should have been really oversized. And it was just crazy the way it was made. I'm about to have to shed my flannel. I'm getting warm in here. And then Michael's little tiny pants. He's so skinny compared to me. Which he's not skinny. He's all muscle, but making sure nothing else smelled like that gown did. I swear I think they laid their wet towel right on top of that gown instead of throwing it in the dirty clothes hamper. I think they piled it right on top of that gown, and it just made it stinky or something. This is another sheet that I put over the couch for the dog, and I washed it so it doesn't have to be folded perfectly. It's going back over the couch. Now listen, this is the funny thing about the dog. Coco, she is half Maltese and half Chihuahua. When she's outside, she's super crazy, chews up everything. When she's in the house, she never bothers anything. But Michael had left, and he put his dirty sweatshirt in the clean laundry. I heard him. But anyway, he left his favorite. He's had this Nike sweatshirt, I'd say 15 years, and he wears this all the time outside. I mean, you can see around the neck like how long he's had this, and it's been washed so many times. But he left it outside laying on the porch, and Coco chewed holes in it, and he still will not get rid of this sweatshirt. He still wears this thing. And I'm like, Michael, we can see, look at this is not from the dog. This is just where he has wore this thing so much. He loves this. And after the dog chewed those big holes in it right there, he still will not get rid of it. And I think there's some more somewhere she chewed. Oh, on the back of the arm. She chewed these holes. I'm like, honey, you know better than to leave your clothes laying out there on the porch. He's like, I got hot and just threw it down. I'm like, don't throw it down. But anyhow, he still won't get rid of it. He still keeps that thing. But I'm about like him when it comes to that. If I have something I like, I don't care if it's got holes in it or not, I'm gonna keep it. And then this is my son's. Let me show you what I do with their clothes. Is usually, I don't fold their clothes. I just kind of fold them over and I make a pile for each kid. And then I either take it to their room or I tell them, you need to come get your clothes, and they'll come and get their laundry. Now, they could wash their own clothes. They know how. And I even had reminders on the dryer and on the washer on every step that they need to know on how to do their laundry. They're adults, but just in case they forget, I have it on both sides, like reminders on what they need to do. And so I don't mind doing their laundry at all because they're fantastic children. They're adults, but they're still my children. They're fantastic. They have never been a problem. They've never gave us problems. We're blessed. So I don't mind doing their laundry, but I'm not folding it and putting it up for them. They are adults. They can fold it and put it up themselves. But I will wash it. It's not that hard to throw it in the washer and dryer. So I will move this basket over and make a pile here on the cedar chest for each one of them, and they can get their own laundry. Okay, I'm back. And I thought of something when I took my flannel off. I want to disclose something to you guys. When I'm standing here, you might can notice it that this shoulder is lower than this one. I have scoliosis, and I would have to look at the name of the kind that I have, and it's actually pretty bad. I am overweight, and I do have like a sort of chunky back. But when you look at me from this side, which is my right side, you know, my back doesn't look that big. I mean, it looks big, but not that big. But when you look at me from this side, it looks like my back is quite big. But that's because, see the difference? Right side, left side. It's because I have scoliosis, and I don't want to, it causes my shoulder blade to be out of whack, sort of. Everything is kind of, so I don't want to like hide who I am. I don't want to be ashamed. I don't want to always be kind of like turning to one side or anything like that, because I am who I am, and this is who I am. I'm just going to be who I am on here. And if you had questions about that, anyway, now that that's out in the air, I'll get back to folding laundry. And I won't make you watch me fold every piece of this, but I'll show you when I get done. I'm not just gonna give Michael down the road and just be like, he won't get rid of his sweatshirt. Look at my paw holder. It is awful. How do I get it in focus? The edges are frayed, and you can literally see the lining. Like, I have 5 of these, and there are 6 of them maybe, and they're all the same way. And I will not get rid of these because finding a good pot holder is insanely ridiculous. So yeah, he's not alone. And then I also have something else to show you. These shirts I got, I think maybe in 2020 for $1 at Walmart on clearance, and there's no boundaries. They're I don't know if I can show you. No boundaries, 3X, and they're men's, and they have like a little, they have a little pocket on them, and they have like a scooped hem. I don't know how to show it to you. Hopefully you can see it. It has like a scooped hem, and they came in like white and black, and they had clearanced them out for $1. And I bought, I think, 5 of them. So I loved these. And the black one, I still have it right here. I wore it constantly, and it got Clorox on it. And so I couldn't wear it out anywhere after that. But I kept it, even though it had those Clorox stains. And I would wear it around the house as a nightshirt. Usually, the white ones and the cream one, I wouldn't wear. Because unless I wore a white bra, you could see through them. So I couldn't wear these. So I went to Walmart and I bought black dye. and the RIT dye, and I dyed these black. So when they came out, they looked tie-dyed, and they were like dark navy blue. And I have wore them for 3 years as that dark navy blue tie-dyed color. And then last summer they had washed so light colored that they were starting to look white again, sort of like a dingy white. And so I went and I bought like a emerald green and I dyed them again. Well, it came out this color. It's and I know it don't pick up right on the camera, but it is like, it's more blue than green. It's like a sea blue or something. So anyway, I'm still wearing these. I've dyed them twice. I have stained the house in them, and they have, let's see, where's that in comparison to the camera here? They have stain on them from the house. I wear them to the garden. I have ripped holes in them with the fence line when I'm working with the goats. I wear them to the garden, and I have ripped holes in them with the fence at the garden. And I still wear these. Oh, and I've painted in them, and they have, let me see where it went, paint stains. And when you find a good piece that fits you well, these are like gigantic on me. They're 3X, but they're gigantic. They're super soft. And if I could ever run across these again, I don't think they even make these anymore. I've tried to find them on eBay and everything, but if I could ever run across these again, I would buy every single one that they had. And even if they have holes in them, I don't care. Until they get completely indecent, I'll wear them around the house as night shirts. So, and then here's another one of Michael's. And I heard somebody call them cloud shirts. I think it was Jess on Roots and Refuge Farm. Once she called them cloud shirts. It's just your favorite shirts, right? So here's another one of Michael's. He's wore it until it's like completely eat up with holes. And it's his Millennium Falcon shirt. And he's had this one probably, I'd say 7 or 8 years, maybe 10. So yeah, I mean, it's not that we don't have new clothes, even though we're pretty minimal people. Like, we're not just gonna go buy new things for no reason, but we do have new clothes that we wear. But when we're home and we're just working around the yard, in the garden, working with the goats, whatever, we don't have to have fancy things. So yeah, if you see a lot of that kind of thing around here on these videos, it's not that we don't have anything better. It's just that's what we choose to wear when we were around the house. Okay, so I got that load folded up and situated. One of my sons came and got his pile of clothes. The other one's is sitting here for him to come and get. So I have another load in the dryer here. I'm going to put in the basket. And it's just all towels. And then I'll move the laundry from the washer into the dryer. Just towels. These are, like I said before, are mine and Michael's clothes. Drop it on the floor. That's what I do. This washer's super deep. And even though I'm pretty tall, it's kind of hard to reach down in there and get everything out. Put that there with my Lysol wipe, and I'll take it in the bathroom in a minute. And then I do save all my little dryer sheets that are still crunchy and still smell, and I will toss them back in there and reuse them a second time and not use a new dryer sheet. And then this time after they come out, I'll toss them. Oh, and let me show you. I pulled my hair back and these little pigtails earlier, and I had to use these little teeny tiny elastics that are like this tiny because I could not find a hair bow in this entire house, and I bought like a pack of 120 not too long ago. And in this one load of clothes that I just folded up a minute ago, I found all of these and this. So I'd say all the others are in my son's room, somewhere in another pile of his stuff, or in his dresser or somewhere. But I was like, where do these things go to? Do you guys have this trouble, like with these hair bows and bobby pins and chapstick? Do they just like disappear on y'all? Okay, so now I only have, let's see if I can adjust this tripod just to show you guys. I only have like, you can see, like half a basket of laundry left to do. That's mine and Michael's laundry. And then I have the basket of towels to fold up. So I'm gonna do that. I'll show you guys a couple tips and tricks that I have. Up here on the top, I have baskets lined up. Over here I have an iron and masks. This is just like stain cleaners. And this basket is swimwear for the whole family. That's all that's in there is just our swimsuits. The next basket is like our boggins, our snow hats. It's not full right now because like our earmuffs, snow hats and stuff, it's not full because a lot of them's being washed. But that's what's in that one. And then the last one is our gloves. We have to have a lot of winter gloves because we get a lot of snow, we do a lot of outside work, a lot of taking care of goats, taking care of animals outside in the cold. A lot of things happen in the backwoods when it's cold outside. So we have a lot of winter gloves. So we have a whole basket for those. That way everybody knows where all the hats are, where all the gloves are when they need them. They get washed, they get tossed up here. So then we have our towels lined up here. When I get them folded, I'll show you how they go up here. And then we have these are actually backwards. I was like, what? Then we have our washcloths. I just toss them in here. I make it easy on myself. I don't fold these. Anytime we need a washcloth, they're here. I just toss all of our washcloths in this basket. This basket is, like I said, we do not use paper towels. I said that in a previous video. We don't use paper towels at all. We use dish towels or whatever. So we're constantly churning through a pile of dish towels, drying our hands, using them in the kitchen, whatever. So I don't fold those. This one just says kitchen, and it has my oven mitts. Sorry, let me pause this while this washer's going crazy. I just keep my pot holders in here, just our our dish towels, our dish rags. We don't have a dishwasher. We wash all of our dishes by hand, so all of our dish rags, they're all just tossed in here. I don't fold them because we go through them so quickly that I would just be standing here washing, drying, folding, and all that repeatedly all day long. So as they come out of the laundry, I get them out of the basket, toss them in this basket. Get them out of the basket, toss them in this basket. Get them out of the basket, toss them in. Then when it gets full, when I get done, pop it on the shelf. Nobody's any wiser. And that's how it is. And then over here, I have the cleaning rags. Just rags that we use for cleaning. And I have everything labeled so that everybody knows where everything's at. And if it's their turn to help me fold clothes or whatever, then they can put things exactly where they go. That's the reason everything's labeled. And they won't have any questions about anything. Michael's towels are the brown ones. He has 2 clean right now. Dalton's towels. Let me see, are the gray ones. Found another hair bow. I know both of mine are hanging in the bathroom on the back of the door, so I know mine won't be up here. And Bailey's are the green ones. And so we just stack them up, and each person usually has 3 towels that they know is their color, and mine are black. And so then when they come to get a towel, they can get from their stack, and it's that easy for them to memorize which towels are theirs. When they get done with it, hang it up, reuse it again on the next shower, and then they should have enough for me to only have to wash like 2 or 3 times a week, and to make it easier, just so everybody knows whose is whose. Nobody's like if Bailey decides he wants to clean something up out of the floor, he needs to go get like one of our extra towels. Like these are our towels that we tie dye on. He needs to go get that and use it. Or this is one of our extra like towels that we've been using to sit in front of the door so that we can put our wet shoes on. And so he could go get this and use it. I have those put in a completely separate, different place. He could go get that. Or if he wants to clean something in his room up, if he spilled water in the floor, he can use his towel. But he is never to get Michael's towel or Dalton's towel and use it. Yeah, that just makes our life so much easier. So then, like I said, kitchen, kitchen, kitchen. Super easy. So that's how I do it with my towels and stuff. Keep everything streamlined and easy. So yeah, when everything is folded up and put away, it doesn't look awful, but I did not stand here for an hour and fold all those washcloths and hand towels, etc. That's how I do it. Hopefully that's a little bit of help for you guys. My mom was like, I guess I do everything the hard way, because she'll sit there and fold every single kitchen towel, sit and fold every single washcloth. And I'm like, Mom, just toss them in a basket. Who cares? Yeah, here we are now. We have the clothes for my son that he needs to pick up. I have a load going, load in the dryer, laundry folded up. That basket's empty. This basket still have a load to go. And there we are. Oh, and I keep some hangers there so I can hang things over here until we can hang them up in the bedrooms. And there's my baskets. Yeah, that's how I do it around here. And I hope that this was entertaining to you guys, and that maybe you could body double with that, or take some kind of inspiration or something of value from this video. And I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.